Welcome back, friends. Some more excerpts from my book, Life I Refuse to Give Up. We've reached chapter 4. Focus is everything. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've almost lost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and I missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed, said Michael Jordan. These lines prove that focus is everything, my friends. Focus is beyond failure and rejection. You can make today's failure tomorrow's success if your focus on life is intact. Life is full of variations, but our ability to focus should never shift. I've always wondered what if the Indian actor and legend Amitabh Bachchan lost focus in his work after his company suffered losses in millions. Ever since he faced the loss, I think he became much more stronger. His focus was to pay off his debts and bounce back. Focus, even at the age of 60, was to regain his standing in the film industry. Such real life examples teach us the art of balancing and concentrating. We don't have to emulate anyone in life. What we need to do is learn from both their mistakes and their strengths. I particularly like Florence Nightingale's quote that says, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse." The day we follow such a goal in life, nothing would seem impossible. Haven't you heard this before? I'm sure that you have, in many different forms. But you would have forgotten it as many times. I'm telling you this with so much conviction because I can vouch for what focus did for me. The focus to excel is not for anyone else, it is for you. In times of despair, loss, and struggle, I remain focused towards the end result. I've waited for months, years, and in fact decades to achieve what I desired and badly wanted. I told myself, "Sonny, you might lose everything. Your rivals might beat you again and again, but what no one can take away from you is your focus to achieve and succeed in life." I may have chosen the easy or tough path in this journey called life, but the focus to succeed has remained my topmost priority. I knew where I was heading to, and I knew where I wanted to see myself. I believe that the Supreme Being puts you there, even if it may seem a little late in the day. I remember one fine day I woke up early and thought of transforming myself. Yes, transforming myself to be like the basketball legend Michael Jordan. It was easy for me to think that I can transform without realizing his battles, his journey, and his focus. Earl Nightingale, a famous author and radio personality, once said, "We become what we think about." Do you want any better thought than this, my friends? You look at all the famous people, they're all living examples of keen focus and focused hard work. This is absolutely true and has to be understood in a different context. I cannot become Michael Jordan just by thinking or pretending to be one. We all dream of becoming the richest person on this planet or to be the smartest guy in class. We call that process daydreaming. It transforms to being a focused dream when you start analyzing what your shortcomings are. I may want to reach my dream destination desperately, but the most important aspect is how determined am I? Would I willingly walk that extra mile every single day? Am I ready to do extra 50 steps a day after I've already taken 2,000? The question arises, how big is the focal point? Do I have a focal point in the first place? I have seen interviews in which some famous people say, "It all happened to me all of a sudden." I'm suggesting that it could be true, but there is a lot of hard work behind that. Miracles happen all of a sudden. Some people hit the lottery all of a sudden, and people change all of a sudden. But no one becomes Michael Jordan all of a sudden. No one becomes Muhammad Ali all of a sudden. That is where your focus does all the hard work for months, years, and decades. Non-stop focus to achieve produces results. Non-stop fight to combat your fear helps attain the height in your life. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time I say, life, I refuse to give up.